Once you've valued the business and you've agreed upon, hopefully, you've agreed upon a value of the business, the next question is, okay, but how do we divide it? I mean, there are so many options here. I'm not going to list all of them because this is a time where experienced lawyers can get really creative on how to structure this. But thinking big, sometimes it makes sense for both spouses to keep being partners in the business. In that case, the value doesn't even really matter that much because they're both going to keep owning the business. But when we valued the business, that often means that one spouse either isn't actively involved in it or is and wants to transition out of it. So we want to find a way to compensate them for their, I hesitate to say share of the business, because in Connecticut, both spouses, all of the property that's in a marriage, regardless of how it's titled, regardless of how it's owned, can be divided by the court because we do an equitable division strategy. Both people in the marriage might not even own any shares of the business, but it's still a marital asset that the court's going to look at how it should divide. So maybe one spouse takes more of the 401k money in exchange for the other spouse keeping more of the business. Maybe one spouse keeps the vacation home. Maybe one spouse keeps the marital home. And what I'm getting at is maybe there's other property or other assets that we can exchange for the business.